Stephanie Link is the chief investment strategist and portfolio manager at Hightower. She's also, of course, a CNBC contributor. Steph, thank you so much for being here with us. Let's talk about whether or not this story needs to see broadening out, or whether it could be just like last year when the Mag 7 did all the heavy lifting.
Well, I hope it's not that last year, and I'm actually encouraged by what we've seen this year so far. We've had 16 of the last 18 weeks have been up. We haven't seen that, Dom, since 1971. I bet you weren't even born. So we are, though, seeing a difference in this year versus last year. This year, we are starting to see other parts of the market doing better. And it actually started in October, and then it continued in the beginning of the year, then it reversed. And then we saw Mag 7 again. So I think it's kind of healthy to see just this gradually happening. So it's not over for tech. Oh, my goodness, look at the semiconductors every day. They go up. But it's also other areas, like IWM was up 3% last week. Let's see if that continues. It's interesting. Crypto, also very interesting to me. Banks, and in general, financials, energy, industrials. And so I think a lot of that, though, is because we have seen better economic data, and the economically sensitive sectors should do well based on the better data. We're growing at about 3% in GDP. Consumption is about 3%. You're starting to see pockets of manufacturing do well from all the infrastructure spending. And so that you kind of add it all up, and it's good for earnings overall, not just for tech, but for all of these other sectors.
Steph, so let's talk about what companies do benefit in that kind of environment. You mentioned a lot of potential catalysts, a lot of macro tailwinds. Where are the picks to be had out there, given that kind of a narrative, that kind of a story?
Yeah, so within industrials, I am overweight industrials, and I own a ton of them. But one that doesn't get talked a lot about, but it's a really well-run company, is Eaton Corp. And, of course, they're going to benefit from all this infrastructure spend, $2 trillion that we passed last year. That's actually flowing into this sector this year. Their electrical and energy efficiency, they make power better quality, better reliability. And what struck me as very interesting was that their orders went from 2% in the third quarter of last year to 7% in the fourth quarter. That's sequentially. For a company of this size, that's huge. Margins also are poised to improve on better price mix and some restructuring initiatives as well. So not cheap, Dom, but I do like the theme, and I like this company. So I bought a little small piece of this, and I think we'll watch and see if it's weak to continue to add to it.
By the way, Courtney, you know what else Eaton makes?
What?
Golf Pride golf grips. That
really?
A lot of people don't know.
They do?
There you go.
Yes, they do.
Oh, that is really interesting.
Just saying.
Stephanie, in sort of your opening comment there, you talked about cryptocurrency, and that sort of piqued my interest. I love your analysis. I could be wrong, but I don't feel like you're often talking about cryptocurrency. We know the price of Bitcoin, of course, going up around 67,000. So if you're talking about crypto and if you are interested therein, are you talking about more of the new ETFs, or how would you play that, and why? I want to hear more.
Well, no, I'm not investing in crypto, but it's just really more, Courtney, just taking a step back and looking to see what's working. And it's risk on that's working, and that tends to be crypto in general. I do think the reason why crypto has done so well is because of the ETFs and all of them out there now. It's so much easier to participate. And it's also a little less volatile than just buying Bitcoin or Coinbase or any of the companies out there. And so it's a very diversified way of doing it. And so that's what I think is fueling that move. But the move, along with small caps, along with other sectors beyond tech, I think that's just worth paying attention to. It just tells you that the factors of kind of risk on, a little bit more value, a little bit more broadening out is in fact occurring.